Today I'm going to be reviewing the classic game Big John, the electronic flush and burp game. This game came out in 1994 and it is for 2 to 4 players. Now I am very curious about how the meeting went with the guys over at Parker Brothers who actually decided to make this game. Hey Mr. Parker, my name is Jim. Well yes Jim, check this out. We'll get a toilet, you see, a big toilet, and then we'll have these little scuzzies that we'll have everybody put in there, and then anytime you flush the toilet will go, what do you think? I think that's a great idea, Jim. Quick, get this thing on the market. It's going to sell millions. Well, that's not really the case. But anyway, the object of this game is you are trying to get rid of all of your scuzzies. And what you're going to be doing is, depending on what you spin on the toilet, yes, there is a spinner on the toilet. You're going to be putting the scuzzies in there and flushing the toilet, hoping that the toilet actually will not flush. Sometimes it will flush and sometimes it won't. So anyway, let me go ahead and show you this game. Okay, folks, say hello to Big John. Let's go over the components real quick. That is Big John toilet, and it has a little thing you flush with. It has a spinner here, has a lid that opens up so you can put the scuzzies in there. And then there's the pipe right here, which is the scuzzies are going to spit out on occasion. And again, the object is you're going to be trying to get rid of all of your scuzzies. Speaking of scuzzies, here are the scuzzies. There's about 36 of these things, and in the beginning of the game, each player is going to be receiving 9 of them. And so basically, the object of the game is to get rid of all of your scuzzies. Now, the first thing you've got right here is your little spinner, and you're simply going to follow the directions on the spinner. Anytime you get a number with a scuzzy, this is basically going to tell you how many scuzzies you are going to be paying. In the beginning, if you spin something with a number and a scuzzy on it, you are simply going to take that number of scuzzies and you're going to open it up and put it in the bowl. So in this case, you would go ahead and open up the bowl and put in 2 scuzzies. And this number also represents how many times you're going to flush the toilet. So in this case, it's twice. Now, it's not going to flush every time, but every time it does flush, the scuzzies are going to spit out. And if they spit out on your turn, then you're going to have to collect them and put them back into your cup. If you get 5, you'll put 5 scuzzies in there, you'll get 5 flushes. 4, same thing with that. 3, same thing with that. If you roll a trade, then you're basically going to be able to trade your cup of scuzzies with another player. And the final one is what is called keep one and pass. What this means is you're going to take one of your scuzzies out of the cup, and then you're going to put the rest of them into the bowl over here. And then everybody is going to flush the toilet until Big John flushes the scuzzies, and whoever ends up getting the scuzzies flushed on them is going to have to put them into their cup. And that is basically the rules of the game. So I'll go ahead and do a little round. Okay, so here we go. Let's say it's player 1's turn. He goes ahead and he spins, and he rolls a 3. So he's going to get 3 of his scuzzies, and he is going to put it in the bowl. And I have to open the bowl up all the way, because if you don't, it'll fall right through the pipe. So he puts the 3 in here, and then he has got to flush this 3 times. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just put my cup right over here, because it'll catch them in case I end up. So I get 1, and then 2, and then 3. So he has not flushed any of my scuzzies, so I've managed to get rid of 3 scuzzies. So that's a good thing. So, player 2 goes ahead and he rolls, and he has rolled a 5. So now he's got to get rid of 5 of his scuzzies, and he's going to have to put them in the bowl. And then he is going to have to flush the toilet 5 times. So let's go ahead and flush. You go 1, and then 2. So far good. 3. And boom! He just ended up getting all the scuzzies, along with the bells. So now player 2 has collected back all of his scuzzies, and then the scuzzies that player 1 put in there for now. So now player 1 goes ahead and spins. Let's see what he gets. He gets a trade. And according to the rules, he's going to have to trade. So now he's going to go ahead and trade with player 2, which is a bad deal for him. And so now player 2 will go ahead and spin. Let's see what player 2 gets. He gets a trade, so now he's going to have to go ahead and trade back. Player 1 goes ahead and spins. Let's see what he gets. He gets to keep 1 and pass. So here's what's going to happen. He will go ahead and keep 1 of his scuzzies and then dump the rest of them into the bowl. And so then he's going to go ahead and flush and see if he is going to be the unfortunate recipient. He's not. So now player 2 has to do it. So player 2 goes ahead. He does not get it either. And so here goes player 1. He has to do it again. Nope. How about you, player 2? Are you going to have to eat the scuzzies? No, you're not. And so basically it's just going to keep going on like this. And so player 1 has collected the scuzzies. Thank you, Dr. John, or Mr. John, whatever your name is. And so that's basically how the game works. You're just going to spin this thing, and you're going to be putting these little scuzzies in here. And the winner of the game is going to be the one that ends up getting rid of all of his scuzzies. So my thoughts on Big John. Well, as you know, there really isn't much to this game. The rules are really, really simple. You just got this little wheel here. As far as the gameplay goes, this is just a very simple game. It's definitely a kid's game, but I mean, if you're an adult and you're just looking to have some kind of a game that is very unique in the fact that it has a toilet, then this might be a game that you might enjoy. It is kind of cool, like just being able to pass the scuzzies around, because this is one of those games where you could have a whole bunch of scuzzies, and then the next turn you could be almost out of them, and then you could actually gain them back, just depending on what is spun on the spinner. So this is not a bad game. It's a very simple game. The one thing though is that with this pipe, it can be very easy to lose these scuzzies. As far as finding this game at a thrift store, this is not a common game. It's actually a rare game, and it actually sells for about $40 on eBay, if you can believe it. If your kids will probably enjoy this game, you just have to be aware that they're probably going to be making belching noises the entire day if they've played this game. That may not be the case, I don't know, but this game definitely does not help teach etiquette by any means. But anyway, it's a rather interesting game, so it is what it is. But anyway, guys, that's my review. Big John and I say, see you later.